Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to answer a few questions. Alright, so I have about 7 questions that I'm going to answer today. These are just from some people who have asked, and I'm going to do another video like this in the future, so if you have any questions, just either comment them down below or go to my Instagram and send me a message. Alright, let's get started. So the first question I have is, what are those things on their faces and why do they wear them? Now, the reason for this question is because I posted this picture and I am going to answer that question right now. So what they are wearing on their faces are actually called fly masks, and they are made to prevent pesky flies from getting in their eyes and around their face and annoying the crap out of them. Now, here's the thing. Out there, outside, they are like a magnet for flies and gnats. So this really helps them keep that out of their face and from them being driven basically insane. Plus, for Buddy, since he has the pink face and his eyes have the growths on them, the fly mask that I use have a pretty good UV protection, and that's what has caused these growths on his eyes, so it doubles as basically sunglasses. Question number 2, how much taller is Rio than Buddy? Now, it's very obvious that Rio is taller than Buddy, but surprisingly, it's not by very much. So, Buddy is about 14.05 hands high, and hands are about 4 inches. This is how you measure them, so hands. So it's approximately 4 inches, and Rio is about 15.1. So that's about 1 hand difference. Technically, Buddy is considered pony size. Question number 3. Now, this comes from some people who follow my dad on YouTube, and he is a prepper. So the question is, basically, what are my plans for basically a survival situation to prepare for my horses? And the answer is that I have thought about it, but I haven't prepared a ton for them. One advantage to having horses is that as long as they have a good source of vegetation like grass and water, they can pretty much survive on their own. But there are a few things that I have been thinking about that I will eventually have prepped for them. All right, question number 4 is, how much of an investment is it to own horses? Okay, so I'm going to give you about the yearly for both together, and then I'll give you the separate totals. So for board, it's about $430 a month for both. They have to have their feet trimmed every other month, just about 6 to 8 weeks. That is $60 for both. They also need supplements, which they get every day, and they run out about every 3 months, so that is about $150 every 3 months. They also are dewormed every other month, and that is about $20 for both of them. And then they both have yearly shots that they get at the vet and other things. And so if you do a cushion for any possibilities of injuries and things like that, it's about safely, I guess, $500 a year that I spend on vet bills. Sometimes it's more depending on if anything serious happens. So in total for the year for both, that would be $6,740 for both. Now, that is lowballing it. There's definitely a lot of things and expenses that come up that you just aren't prepared for, and it is what it is. But that is approximately an investment into both of them. So that would be $3,370 each yearly. Question number 5. How much is tack and saddles? Now, this is an interesting question. It all depends, because some people are into competitions and things like that. They buy the high-end stuff. It can be very expensive. But if you are just looking for something to put on and you're going to beat the heck out of it. You're just doing it for pleasure. It can be expensive, but not nearly as expensive as the good stuff. So for me, it was about $650 for my saddle and matching bridle for Buddy. That was my first saddle I ever bought and my first bridle. But there are other things that are also cheaper. For example, I bought this English saddle for about $150. It's used and it did not come with a girth and it does not have the knee rolls. But it's a good saddle that I'm not planning on using for competition, and I just wanted it to have an English saddle, so it works out for me, and it's perfect, but not too expensive. Some people can pay upwards to thousands of dollars, and I'm talking thousands of dollars, for tack, depending on what they're doing and what they need. Question number 6, do they each have specific saddles? Yes. So, Buddy has a saddle that I got for him when I first started riding him. It's actually a barrel saddle. It's a little bit smaller, and as you can see, the horn is smaller, but the seat is also a little bit deeper. Rio's saddle, on the other hand, is more of a pleasure saddle. It's not really specific for any kind of sport. It's just a Western pleasure saddle, just a typical Western saddle. It has a bigger horn, and it's not so deep of a seat, and it's a bit longer. So the 7th question was, what is your dream barrel horse? Now, I've given some thought to this, and as far as like my dream one, like no money, money is not option, whatever color, whatever, I would like either a solid black or a blue roan, registered quarter horse, of course. And I don't want necessarily a super tall horse, but I don't want a super tiny horse either. So I'm thinking like minimum 15 hands, 15-1. So that would be my dream barrel horse. With a really good mind, one that's really friendly and kind of in your pocket kind of friendly, but not, you know, overcrowding you. Just one that's super sweet. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions that you would like me to answer in the future videos, just comment below or go to my Instagram at Brattle95 and DM me there. I will look at the questions, keep them saved for my next Q&A video. Hope you all are doing well. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and don't forget, be brave, be brave. I'll see you next time, guys.